A dash of faith, a pinch of compassion, and a heart full of love. That's the recipe for the Feed the Homeless ministry at Our Lady of Grace in Gravesend. The Brooklyn Church is alive and well thanks to its dedicated parishioners. And the one manning the kitchen, Pat Fleming, is tonight's Pulse of the Parish. The beauty of Our Lady of Grace in Gravesend is what stood out to its pastor when he was assigned here in 2021.
It reminds me of a Spanish mission church. So that impressed me right away because I always liked that architecture. And then the beauty of the church as you come in and the sanctuary, very quaint, very cozy, and people call it their home.
In fact, Father Guy Spordoni says some of the very first parishioners still call it their home, ever since they started digging the foundation in 1936.
The homeless ministry, the pastoral ministry, all of the same people who've been here for years doing it.
It's an older congregation made up of the Italians who were here from the beginning. Father Guy says while their kids have moved away, the so-called old-timers have stuck around, and they're an active bunch.
Lectors, ministers, people, you want to call them old-timers, whatever phrase gives them an identity. But no, they still have a love for their parish, which is very evident in all that they do.
Pat Fleming is one of them, and he feels right at home in the rectory's downstairs kitchen. For the past 15 years, Pat's been the cook for the Feed the Homeless ministry.
Makes me feel good when I come down and I can do something to help out other people, which is what Jesus really wants us to do. He wants to help out other people.
The Brooklynite says he started cooking as a kid out of necessity.
When I was young, like in grammar school, if I wanted to eat breakfast, because I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and my mother ain't getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to cook, I had to cook my own breakfast.
Now he does it out of love and for the camaraderie.
Me and my wife, we argue over who's going to cook. She's a good cook. I'm a better cook. Hey, don't tell her that I said that.
This ministry of friends meets every Wednesday morning. First, breaking bread together, then preparing and packing up meals for those less fortunate.
And then we got Frank's rice and beans. Every week they get a hot meal.
After a final stir, the food is dished out, packed up and placed into insulated bags and then lugged out to a waiting car. A short drive to Brighton Beach to share their food and their faith.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
With the homeless who are waiting for them in a parking lot.
Thank you.
And when they're all fed, the volunteers go looking for others, carrying bags of food on the boardwalk to make sure no one is hungry today.
You take the whole thing.
They're taking their time out to help other people, and that's what everybody here does. We got such a great crew here. People are always willing to do something else for somebody. That's a great thing.
And now you know Pat Fleming from Our Lady of Grace and how he makes up the Pulse of the Parish. And they are a fun group of people. The Feed the Homeless ministry was started by the late Sister Jane Talbot in 1992. Now, about a dozen volunteers join Pat every week to continue the mission. Not even the pandemic could stop them. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.